All right, man. You want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
All right. So I am Michael Whitman. I'm an 18-year-old bodybuilder, well, wanting to be bodybuilder. That is right now currently 1 week out from his first bodybuilding show, and I am in prep and have been for the past 17 weeks. So we're on the last week. This is a peak week. We're getting ready for this Saturday to hop on stage and make my debut as a 18-year-old bodybuilder.
Yeah, so I kind of wanted to pick your brain because I've known you since you were in high school playing football, and just kind of get the difference between training for football, training for a running back, where you got to have speed and power, and kind of what that training looks like compared to just strictly hypertrophy and trying to get as big and lean as possible.
So yeah, that is definitely a big jump. But during football season when I was training, it was kind of weird because I guess I was doing both, because you go to school, go to the weight room, and it was always explosive workouts, high weight, low rep, going for strength, explosiveness, all type of different dynamic workouts. And then I would leave school or leave practice and then go head to the gym and train hypertrophy and bodybuilding workouts. So it is definitely a different type of workout. Your body definitely reacts to them differently. So I noticed when I would go, they both kind of correlate into each other a little bit, but they don't go hand in hand for sure. Because training for the gym as a bodybuilder, you definitely are more stiff, because you're training for more isolation, more to target a specific muscle. And I noticed once you go take that and then go to the, say for instance, high school weight room, it's definitely a different type of thing on your body, because I noticed I'm not as, what's the word, I'm more stiff for sure. When I'm not training for, to be a running back, when I'm not training to be on the field, I'm definitely more stiff, not as athletic. Right now, I would probably, if I went through a whole football practice workout, I'd probably pull a handful of muscle that I
It's funny that you say that, because your senior year, you could actually tell as the season went on that you got looser and looser and looser. Those first games, it was just fucking tank, excuse the language. Just a tank running out there, and then as the season went on, you started being able to cut a little bit quicker. And is that because you weren't doing
I was focusing
stuff, you were more focused on the hypertrophy?
I was focusing more definitely on being a running back. Before that, I definitely, because last season I transferred there, junior I transferred there, and I couldn't play a handful of games because obviously the transfer rule, you had to sit out. So during that whole time I was just in the gym, I wasn't really focused on football or practice or anything. I was just in the gym because I really couldn't play or anything, so I was just focused in the weight room and loved being in the weight room or in the gym, for instance, just training bodybuilding workouts, trying to get big. But then once my time was up for my transfer rule, and I could get on the field, I noticed I was oh shoot, I gotta train to be a football player. So I really made that flip the rest of my junior year season and summer. I was still bodybuilding over summer, but I definitely started to make that switch in that summer leading into senior year.
So you've been bodybuilding, it sounds like, since your junior year or so?
I started
not straight bodybuilding, but you've been in the gym, really hitting hard. What was your motivation to do that? Because most 16-year-olds are not going to go to the gym and they might go to the gym and stick around for a while, but they're not going to have the dedication to. The first time I saw it, I was like, Jesus, this kid is massive. Where'd that motivation come from, and kind of what triggered you to want to go down that path?
So it all started off back when I was at my old school, Queen Creek High School. I did 2 years there, freshman, sophomore year. I was there, and I always loved football. I went to that school just for football. But when I got to that school, I realized the program wasn't for me. The coaches weren't for me. It's not that they were bad coaches, but there was definitely a lot of favoritism and just a lot of adversity and just a lot. It wasn't for me. Just the whole thing wasn't for me, and I started to lose my love for football. Just the team, the chemistry of the team wasn't there. The coaches wasn't there. I just feel it overall wasn't for me. So I was starting to lose my love and passion for football, and I started to get into wrestling. And I started to push away football, and I started to get into wrestling. But then I started to realize that wrestling wasn't for me either. I still did it, but I just realized I truly didn't like it. I just love being in the gym because I noticed that in the gym, it's all like on me, you know, instead of relying on a team, instead of relying on someone else, or instead of relying on a group of people, I was always more individual. So I noticed that like in the gym, it was all my results led up to me and what I did and how much I put in. So once I like started getting in the gym, I remember it was, I think sophomore year, I think it was the summer actually after sophomore year, I got the Planet Fitness membership, the high school free.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the free high school Planet Fitness summer membership, and that's where it all started. I started lifting in there, and I started to like see changes in my body, and then just from there, it gets addicting, and that's how it is. Like you start to see changes in your body every day, and then I started to eat, and I was like, okay, well if I start eating a lot, I was like, I can grow, and if I'm training every day, I don't want to go to waste, so I should start eating to grow. So I started tracking my calories. I started just putting down food left and right, like eating like a machine, like 5,000 to 6,000 calories every day. I was skinny though, right when I started. I was probably like 150 pounds, 140 pounds. I mean like athletic, but like just bone, some muscle, skin and bone. So I started eating, packing on size, packing on weight at a drastic speed, and I got addicted. I was like, wow, like, so I just started eating more and more. I started being in the gym longer and longer, and I was like, I love this because it's all in control of me. It wasn't on no one else. I didn't have to rely on no one else. So I just fell in love with it. I put it again above everything else, and I still do to this day. It's the number one thing. Like it's always, it might sound like a little cringe, but it's always been there for me. Like it's no matter what, like the gym will always be there. If I'm having a bad day, just go bang out a workout, release energy, just build so many friendships and relationships there at the gym. Like it's just overall just the best place for me, and I've just found a crazy love for it.
Would you say you're addicted to it?
Yes, 150% addicted to the gym.
It's funny because my wife and I were just talking the other day about addiction and how, you know, addiction could go one way and you could go down drugs and it can ruin your life. But addiction could go in a positive way and change your life. And some people, they take it too far. They take it too far, you know, and you see reports of people that have their whoop and they're constantly anxious of their recovery. They get enough sleep, and now they're losing sleep because they're thinking too much about how much sleep they need to get. And it's hard to find a balance. But I guess when you're 18, it's a little easier to find balance because you're able to kind of take that extra time. You don't have as many responsibilities and just go full throttle.
Yeah, so that's very true, and that's where it kind of went. So like, obviously I still had school, I still had football, and I still had friends, but like most of the time, like all my free time and extra time was going to the gym. Like while other people were finding that time to go do something else, most of the time like I was using it for the gym. So it's like people like always ask like, dude, how did you get so big so quick? What did you do? And I'm like, this for 3 years straight. I mean, I think the longest period I took out of the gym was like no longer than a week or two in the past 3 years. So it's just kind of like, just do it. Like people ask me, what do I do? Like what I need? This, that. And I'm just like, dude, sleep somewhat good. Like we're kids, like we recover like this.
Yeah.
Sleep even six to 8 hours. Get decent sleep. I mean, all these kids that are asking this are already in the gym. So I'm like, you're already in here. Now it's the biggest problem is just people don't eat, you know, kids don't eat enough, so they're not growing. And I'm just like, just eat. And they're like, well, what do I eat? Dude, you have a fast metabolism. I was like you use everything again, like use everything you can to your ability. Like I was in high school and we had school lunch. I was the one ask everybody that knew me at school. I was the kid at lunch with 8 chocolate milks at the table because like they were free, so I just use them to my power. So, and then Uncrustables, like I always want Uncrustables at school. I always had like 5 Uncrustables a day, and just eating everything in my sight.
Have you ever toasted an Uncrustable?
I have toasted them. I have frozen them.
Yeah, toasted Uncrustable. I don't know where my kids brought it home when they were like, yeah, try this. Grilling toaster is a game changer.
Yep.
Game changer, man. It's so good. That jelly will burn you though if you're not careful.
Yeah, I will, but it's so good.
So since we're talking about food right now, and you mentioned tracking calories, I'm assuming now you actually track macros and everything like that.
To the gram.
So
to every gram.
What's your macros been like? I guess maybe this week it's different because it's peak week, but
yeah.
kind of through this 17 weeks, what does your macros look like?
So we started off, let's see if I remember. We started off at week 18, right when we started. I started off my prep at 245-ish pounds. Really fluffy, really fat. A good muscly fat. It wasn't a bad fat, but yeah, I was poofy. Eating a lot, probably pushing 6,000 calories of just pure protein mass gainers, chicken, frozen pizzas, crumble cookie, in and out, protein shakes, just dirty, putting on size. So you want to ease into it when you're cutting. You want to take it slow because you don't want to lose that muscle. The whole goal is you want to hold on to as much muscle as possible while trimming off that fat as you get deeper into the weeks. So we started at 18 weeks because we thought that was appropriate. So we started off, I think, because I just started with a new coach. So we're getting familiar with each other. He doesn't know me. It's our first prep together. So, he kind of took it, what I told him, how much I was intaking a day, how much I was weighing. So with what I told him and what he knew, we started off, I think, right around 3,000 calories or 2,900. So we started there, 18 weeks. It's not bad at all. It's still fairly high. Carbs were about 200. I think, around that range. Fats were 90. And then protein was around 240, 250. So we started, that wasn't really bad. We eased into it. I wasn't too hungry then because it's still a good amount of food.
Yeah.
But as we got deeper, I actually stayed at those macros for about 6 weeks. And then finally, once we started losing more and I started to slow down on losing weight, we kicked it up a little, and I think we hopped down to around 2,500 calories, around that range. Took some fats, took some carbs, took some protein. We went lower. And then a couple weeks ago, we went down to 2,100. I think at that point we were around 215 protein, around 70 fat, 100, somewhere between 150 and 170 carbs. And now, right now, these are my macros as of last week, and they will stay the same for this peak week. We are at 1,800 calories, I think 115 carbs, I think 60 or 50 fat, and then 200 and I think 10 protein.
Okay, so when you hear 1,800 calories, some people listening to this, they might not realize how low that is, but maybe explain what your current workout routine is on top of that 1,800, because you're probably depleting that 1,800 super quick.
So to put it for all those people that don't maybe understand how many 18, I tell everyone this, they're like, oh, how's the 1,800 feel? I'm like, put it this way, 1,800 calories is just about one big loaded up Chipotle burrito. That's one of those.
A day, yeah.
Split up into meals and snacks throughout the day. Just one of those. So that's about how I put it. And I'm doing 45 minutes of fasted cardio every morning. And I'm doing more 20 to 30 minutes of cardio at nighttime after my workout as well, on top of a workout and on top of working. So yeah, it's honestly not that bad though, I will say. It just gets to certain points of the day. It's usually after I get off work. When I get off work, because I have breakfast, I go to work for a long time, then I get off around 2 or 3, that's where I'm feeling it. I was just working and burning it, so I'm tired in the middle of the day because I'm hungry. So, but once I get home, get my lunch in, get my pre-workout meal in, go to the gym, I'm kind of better, more fueled, have my pre-workout in. It's just the middle of the day that I'm really hungry going through it.
Yeah, and I wonder if that's because you're at work, you're busy, your mind's busy, you're not thinking about it.
That's why I like it though.
Yeah, and then when you get off, you realize, oh man,
it's me.
Yeah.
I start getting cranky, angry, hungry, and I just literally try to fly home and get the meal going. I look forward to that meal every day.
So before we hop off of food, because my wife is a macro coach.
Yeah.
And I think I would have to guess one of, if not the top question she gets is, her clients are like 30, 40,
Yeah.
you know, maybe close to 50. People our age who have seen the results that she's gotten, they go to her because they want to see the same results. And their first week tracking that food, they're getting like maybe 60 grams of protein a day. People don't realize how protein deficient they are.
Yeah.
And then when they start tracking it, they have no idea. Like, hey, how do I get to 130 grams of protein or whatever it may be for that person?
Yep.
What is your kind of favorite go-to cheat of protein, like just straight protein? Maybe not necessarily a shake, but you know, is it boiled egg or is it jerky? Like, kind of what's your trick to getting some protein in pretty easy?
Like if I'm just like not on prep, like just on regular basis,
Yeah.
bulk, like when I'm so usually, I guess, so your question is like just what ways or what things that I have around the house that are like in the
Yeah,
kitchen.
like quick snacks that are really hard hitting protein stuff.
Yeah, so eggs, peanut butter, that's all more high in fat, but peanut butter, eggs, protein shakes for sure. But like at the end of the day, you want whole food, you want real food.
Yeah.
So like chicken, but like not everyone has chicken, not everyone has prepped food. So I would say definitely jerky, like you said, eggs. Eggs are probably the top of the list. The eggs, milk, but it's gonna be high in dairy, so it's gonna be more fatty too. But at least in my sake, I was drinking lots of milk just because it's high in protein and I didn't have money to go buy nice meal prep. So protein shakes, eggs, jerky. That's about it. That's what I can think. Literally, what you said is actually just about what I would do.
What was your last cheat meal?
What was my last cheat meal? That was month 2 months ago.
What was it?
Big Chipotle burrito.
Oh yeah. What's your first cheat meal going to be after Saturday?
Oh my gosh. It is going to be, well, I'm assuming a lot of my friends and family are going on the show, so I'm sure they're all going to bring donuts and crumble. So I'm definitely going to put down a disgusting amount of donuts and cookies. And I really want to, I've been talking about oregano's for the first place. So I'm just craving grease and cheese.
Yeah.
Like the grease and cheese, I don't know what it is. Like I want some pizza, some wings, some macaroni, some just cheese. I don't know. Just that's what I've been craving. So
For sure.
I think that oregano's and donuts and cookies.
So as a kid who you're almost a year out of high school now,
Yeah.
graduation's 3 weeks away, 4 weeks away for the next class, what would your advice be to maybe someone who's 18 and about to graduate and thinking about getting into bodybuilding?
So I would say for bodybuilding, go, like, do you really ask yourself this question, do you actually really want to do this? Because it's, at the end of the day, you really want to have to do it, and you really want to have to go into it, because it's rough. There's, a lot of people don't understand, but there is a lot of, the negatives get close to outweighing the positives. You really just gotta love it. Like it's hard to make money in bodybuilding. You really don't make money. It's more gonna be the outside things of it. Sponsors, if you start up your own brand, your own business, your own company, or you're a trainer, you have your own training business, that's where the money's made. Money is not made in bodybuilding, it's a hobby. Like it's really hard to make it a job unless you get to the top. But the top people that make money off of it, that's their life, they're obsessed with it. So like, I would say, if you're not obsessed with it, it's not for you. Don't go waste time, money, because it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
I won't do so much money, but I love it. I'm obsessed with it. And I would say if you're not obsessed, if you don't wake up every morning and that's if you don't think about that when you wake up, then it's not for you. Don't go waste your time. Be obsessed with it.
So you said something there that kind of made my ears perk. You said that the difficulties or the hard or the negatives almost outweigh the good. So
Yeah.
what's been the most difficult part of your track? Like has it wrecked you mentally at points, or is it more just like a physical? Like what's been the hardest part for you to continue? Like has there been a moment where you're like, you know what, shit, maybe this isn't for me,
Yep.
and you had to get over that?
Yep.
And what was that? And how did you do it?
It's more mental. It's the physical parts. It's whatever. I mean, I've been lifting forever, like a while. It's nothing new. You know, I'm working out. Like you're more hungry, less fuel, but that's get through that. It's the mental part. Like, it's literally like people. It's hard to explain to someone that hasn't been through a prep, but like the best way I put it is you literally are going to war with yourself every day in your head. Like, get up, tired, hungry, carbless, wake up in the morning, go roll out of bed and get straight on the treadmill every day. I like tell people, they're like, oh, like, how's it going? Like, how you feeling? Like, what's the best way to explain it? I'm like, it's like, sometimes it feels like an endless tunnel. You know, like, every day is the same. Every day is the same food, same routine, same thing, just doing it over and over again. So, like, it comes down to motivation isn't existent anymore. Like, I'm at the point where I don't have motivation, really. I do, but some days I don't. So, that's where the discipline comes into play. The discipline has to be there all times of the day, every day to kick in. So I would say definitely the mental part has been the hardest part, and relationships too. That's another thing. Relationships are, because like you're starving, and if you have a girlfriend, you live with your family, like you're gonna be hangry, you're gonna be cranky, you're gonna have to skip out on things, you're gonna have to sacrifice, and it's hard to say no, but it's what you gotta do. And but what I've learned is that it's built me. Like, prep is it sucked a little bit, yeah, but I've found that towards the end, at the start I was kind of negative about prep, but as I got deeper into it, I realized to make more of it, like, look at it as a positive side. Like, I don't have to do this, I get to do this, you know, like,
yeah.
So that's what I kind of started going at about it, and it's changed my perspective, it's changed my energy, changed how I acted towards people, changed just how I've treated people. Don't get me wrong, I still get home from work and I'm like, don't talk to me. It's probably like, I've flipped out on people, I've flipped out on my parents, like, been a little snappy at my parents, siblings, my girlfriend. I put them through a little bit. That was my biggest thing. I really wanted to try to be as good as everyone as possible, and I think I've been okay. I've had my days, and just happy to have a good support behind me and everyone understanding. But it's definitely the mental. It's hard every day to stay disciplined and say no to this, say no to that, and skip out on things. But people will say, oh dude, that sucks. Like, that sounds, oh dude, that sucks. I'm like, I wouldn't trade it for anything. I keep doing it. I'm gonna keep doing it. I love it. It's great. It's built me as a person. This prep has taught me so many things about myself that I didn't even know, like how far I could go. And it's, some days I'll wake up and be like, I'm not gonna be able to get through today, because like it was the same thing yesterday and I gotta repeat it again. I'm like, I don't think I can get through this. Like, I just want to quit and be done. And then like 2 days later, it's already gone, and I'm like, oh, I got through those 2 days.
Yep.
It's, as I went into prep, I started off by taking it week by week. Slowly it was day by day, and like right now it's like literally like it's hour by hour. Like, I'm taking every hour by hour. I'm like, all right, if I can get through this hour, do this, get this done, move on to the next hour, and just keep getting through. It's like the time's slowing down, but yeah. I'm trying to like embrace it now. This last week, just have fun, be excited, enjoy it, and just get on the stage.
So you mentioned there that you have a good support system. I'm sure you have to have it to make it through something as mentally and physically tough as 17 weeks of being extremely disciplined. Who have been, like, let's say, your 3 top supporters?
Top 3 supporters? Yeah. Simple. My mom, my dad, and my girlfriend. And obviously, I say my coach, but that's my coach, you know.
Yeah.
He's
a little different.
Yeah, but I love my coach. He's a great guy. But my girlfriend has been so supportive. It's definitely been like a path, because it's my first time being in a prep myself, going through it, and I knew it was gonna be difficult, and I told her that too. And I don't think we both really knew how it was gonna be until I started to get into it. And it's been like, it was rough at first. We've had jumps and paths, but she supports me. We just communicate through it, and some days we have our days. Like, some days I have my days, I'm tired, I'm hungry, I just want to be alone and just be focused, because I'm just going through it. But like, we've had our ups, downs, bumps through it, but we'll be strong, and then hopefully next prep will be even better. Because like, anytime going through your first thing of anything, like, you don't know, you gotta learn, you gotta get through it. That was kind of what I was worried about, because each other during prep and stuff, but like it's always that until it actually happens. And like now that I'm like hungry and I'm tired and I'm busy, it starts to get in the way of relationship, and now I gotta make it to the gym, I gotta go home, prep food, I gotta get my meal in every day, and that just kind of runs in the relationship and just clashes. So we kind of definitely overcame that adversity and finishing off last week strong, and it's great. It's good now that we've learned how to manage it, especially me managing time and everything better.
Yeah, and going through that together probably makes you guys' relationship stronger. I know my wife and I have gone through some really hard times together, and we definitely came out stronger. Last question, I think, unless something else pops up, but for 18, man, the dedication is off the charts. Like I've been around a lot of kids. I coach football, coach a ton of sports. You don't see very many kids that can put in that type of dedication that you have over the last 3 years. Where do you get it from? Is there someone in your life that kind of showed you how to just kick ass, or is it just something you were born with, or you fell in love through lifting? Like, where's that dedication come from?
That is a good question, and I would say I feel like there's two answers to this question. I truly feel like I'm like just meant for it. Like I feel like I'm meant for this, because there was a point in my time after graduation I was like, for example, like a lot of people's questions, like what am I meant to do? What's my, what is my purpose, or what am I meant to do? And I feel like over the span of this prep and the past year, I feel like I've realized that this is what drives me, is what I'm meant to do. I feel like I was put on this earth to motivate people and like just show people things. Like every day I have someone coming up to me asking questions or saying how they're inspired, and that's what keeps me going. Just seeing people take value in what I have to say, and just helping people build their things and start at a point and build up. Because that's where I was at the same place, so I know what it's like. It's like someone comes up to me and like, hey man, like I'm asking for some advice on this, that, how'd you do this? That's what keeps me fueled, is just helping people and just motivating them every day to go be the best person they can be, go out and get it, and go be obsessed with it. Like go want it, go be obsessed with whatever you're going to do. Don't listen to anyone else, like, because people will get out. That's another thing I wanted to bring up is when you get out of high school, like, especially a lot of kids are like, I don't know what I want to do, like, and they start freaking out, and that's like what I started to be like doing. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do, they're running out of time, like, oh my gosh, but I was like, I'm 18 years old, like, all these people are heading into jobs they're gonna have the rest of their life, and I was like, yeah, that's always gonna be there for me. Like if I need to do that, I was like, that's there, but I was like, I'm obsessed with this one thing, I am good at it, and I just have the vision of what I want to do and where I want to be. So I was like, let me just go into this, and let me just be obsessed with this and go all in, because I want to be happy and set in life doing what I love, and I want to make people happy and watch them do what they want to do too. So I always tell people, I'm like, go do what like you want to do, like go all into it, give it all you got, like, and it's this saying that I love. What was it? It was aim for the moon, or aim for the moon, shoot for the moon, but if you miss, you still land on stars. Like that's kind of what I like that saying, because like, just go all into it, and if you don't get that big thing or that big accomplishment the first time, you're still improving, you still landed somewhere, and you just keep building and keep shooting for where you want to go, because if you want something bad enough, you'll go get it, and anyone can get anything they want. A lot of people are just like, don't realize that opportunities are endless. If you really want something bad enough, you can go get it. It's yours. It's right there to snatch. Like, it's literally walking distance to go grab it. You just have to go put everything into it and go get it. Like if, for example, if these kids ask me like, how do I put on size? How do I do this? I'm like, dude, just go do it. Just go do it. You're already in the gym, you sleep, just go eat. Like, for example, that's a good way to put it. Just go eat. Just go do it. Go put your head down. Stop making excuses. Stop like slacking. Stop telling yourself you're doing something that you're not. Go do it. Go hold yourself accountable for 3 years. Then come back to me and let's see where you're at. Like, literally, like, go do something, put in deep time and work into it, and then come back to me and let's see where you're at. Like, it's just, you gotta work, you gotta put in some work, and a lot of people want like shortcuts these days and stuff, and you gotta trust yourself. A lot of people don't trust themselves. Like, if you just gotta trust yourself and trust your ambitions and trust your mindset, and you gotta just put your trust into yourself, and no one's coming to help you at the end of the day, which is another big like saying, like, no one's coming to save you, it's all on you. Like, you can't rely on anyone else, because everyone else is out to do the same thing. So like, you just gotta trust in yourself, put your head down and go grind at that thing that you want, and then come back to me and then show me what your results are. I'm sure if you actually, the results will show at the end of the day. So if you were doing that for that amount of time for years and actually put your head down and were consistent and you stayed at it, it should show. But you gotta hold yourself accountable at the end of the day.
And if you didn't do it,
It'll show. And a lot of time it shows, and it's like, dude, if you're really doing it, the results will show up.
Yes, sir. It doesn't lie.
Yeah.
Very well said. You want to tell everybody what your Instagram is, where they can find you?
My Instagrams my social medias will all be the same. Lil_Mick13, LIL_MICK 13. Yeah, I'd love if you guys come support, show me some support on my journey, and I compete in 1 week, so if you want to check out my social media and watch my show day, I will be filming YouTube videos and content a couple of days out to the show and leading up all the way into the show day, so you can see what I do on show day, how I prep the couple of days leading up to it, what I'm eating, how I'm not maybe how I'm training, but how I'm eating, how I'm prepping for the show, how the show is going to go. And if you're looking to get into it, maybe that would be cool to watch, so you can just see how it goes for me, and you can potentially even come out and support. Just hit me up on Instagram if you want to come out and support.
Awesome. I appreciate you being here, man, and I hope you have a good time next Saturday.
Thank you, man.
Enjoy it. It's been a long time coming for the payoff, and
Yeah.
I wish you the best of luck, man.
And I appreciate you for everything. Thank you.
No problem. Have a good one.
Thank you.